Bill Gates shocked the world last week by distancing himself from the climate doomsters. The Gates Foundation, of course, carries huge weight globally. So we need to ask, will this climb down motivate Canadian leaders to follow suit? Here's the shift. Gates' new memo says that the catastrophe narrative got the big picture wrong. The data instead shows innovation is cutting expected future emissions. He argues we can lower emissions while energy use keeps rising because prosperity and energy go together. First of all, innovation just plain works. Over the last decade, expected future emissions have now dropped 40% because of better tech and policy efforts compounding through time. Secondly, demand is not going away. Gates says global energy use will more than double by 2050. More energy has always been correlated with higher incomes and better lives. Third, progress beats hair shirt austerity. The goal is smarter energy, not forced degrowth. And AI can help accelerate the curve by optimizing grids, industrial processes, and materials discovery. This is good news for Canada. If the world needs far more energy, the countries that produce it responsibly will matter more, not less. Canada, of course, has world-class resources, engineering talent, and one of the largest shares of the global uranium supply. That helps both our economy and the energy transition. Look at last week's announcement. Brookfield and Cameco, co-owners of Westinghouse, outlined plans tied to a massive build-out of U.S. nuclear capacity. And the markets noticed. Cameco jumped on the news. Nuclear is back in the conversation because it provides clean, reliable baseload that lets wind, solar, hydro, and storage fit together without the blackouts. For investors, the signal is balance and patience. Oil and gas continues to pay you to wait with the dividends and the share buybacks. Uranium and nuclear fuel supply chains have real tailwinds. And wind and solar are finally showing signs of life again after a long bear market. Look, we build portfolios that reflect your preferences while staying grounded in cash flows and risk management. Gates has been blunt about the trade-offs. He summed it up nicely with this quote. He says, "If given a choice between eradicating malaria and a 1/10 of a degree increase in warming, I'll let the temperature go up 0.1 degree to get rid of malaria." He goes on to say, people just don't understand the suffering that exists today. There's moral clarity for you. Real human welfare matters. And energy abundance is upstream of almost every good thing. My take is simple. Energy is life. Innovation, not pessimism, is winning. And Canada should lean into responsible energy production and the nuclear comeback while we keep getting emissions cuts through technology. I'm Glenn Evans from Evans Family Wealth, where our motto is, our family serving your family. We're here to help.